Here's one way to stop people from even questioning you is that when you're talking about bookkeeping, you keep it high level, right? Like, I'm a bookkeeper. I love helping small businesses. Tell me about your business. Put it back on them, right? So this is what I do, but tell me about you. I want to know about you, right? When you are having a discovery call with them, you follow the questions. You just go through the questions, and that in and of itself shows you know what you're talking about, because you must know the thing if you're asking the question about it. Okay, so Charlene, you just said when a person asks if you are certified and we're not, how do you handle it? Let's talk about that. So, if it's been brought up, by an actual potential client, um, no, I don't have certification, but I have training. Like, I'm a trained bookkeeper. Bookkeepers don't need to be certified. We're not like accountants. So no, I don't, there's no, there's really no such thing as a certification, right? You could be QuickBooks certified, but that doesn't help you be a bookkeeper. That just helps you to learn QuickBooks more, which QuickBooks likes, right? So that's great. Look, and we have our badges. In truth, my husband has the badges and I just use his. I don't have it. I don't have it. And anybody will tell you in the academy that it's really just a waste of time. It's just something people do to stop them from marketing because they're scared to market, right? So I don't know if that helps, but here's one way to stop people from even questioning you is that when you're talking about bookkeeping, you keep it high level, right? Like, I'm a bookkeeper. I love helping small businesses. Tell me about your business. Put it back on them, right? So this is what I do, but tell me about you. I want to know about you, right? When you are having a discovery call with them, you follow the questions. You just go through the questions, and that in and of itself shows you know what you're talking about, because you must know the thing if you're asking the question about it. There are many, many times, I promise you, many times where we were on calls together. At first, Corey and I, my husband and I, did them together, where we're asking questions, people are answering, and we're not really sure what that even means. Like accounts receivable and payable? And we didn't know what that was. Then someone would say, "Oh, do you do this and this?" And our answer, or my answer, with my husband looking, I could see in his eyes, he was panicking. I would just go, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Like, I didn't know, but I know that I have a whole, like, a group of 200 people behind me, supporting me, that will help me when I need it, because that's what this academy is about, right? So I just want to say again, just the act of going through things, each of those questions helps you look like you already know what you're talking about, because why would you be talking about that if you didn't? A lot of times this is a mindset thing that we get really stuck in this, and that's why we have mindset calls, and I just happen to be your mindset mentor. So Mondays and Fridays is where we talk about this stuff. So I know it's hard for you to communicate. I hope that I'm addressing what's going on with you. If not, I'm happy to talk again. I see a bunch of stuff in the chat, but I would just focus on the fact that business owners want to talk about their business. And as long as we reassure them that we care about them and their business, that we want to treat their business like it's our baby, just like we know it's their baby, they will be set at ease. They really will. And it doesn't matter what certifications you have, or you think that you should have, and it's irrelevant anyway. Okay, so I hope that helps. Okay, so Shirley, you said, I just started my bookkeeping business, so I'm not doing any marketing yet. Okay, well, you know what? That's a great point. And so Tina, you said the same thing. So look, there's a process that we're following, right? And the first part of that process is for you to just get your business set up. You want to get that set up so that you can now, once it's done, now you can move forward. So it's totally fine. You don't market within that first month. You just get your house in order, right? You get your house in order, and then you can bring in guests. Then you can bring in people, have all the dinner parties and all the things, right? But first you want to set that stuff up, right? And know that the next step isn't learning how to be a bookkeeper. The next step, and I know it makes us feel really nervous, is to market, because we are looking at this as on-the-job training, right? We want you to get a client first, because that's how you're really going to learn how to be a bookkeeper. So you get a client first, then you worry about the learning of how to be a bookkeeper. And let me explain that for a second, because that freaks people out. Understandably, it does, and myself included. The point that I make about this is that there is a lot of time in between, your marketing, finding that first discovery call, or second, third, fourth, fifth discovery call, and when you actually get that client, right? The timeline is like, okay, I've got a discovery call. First I've met the person, then they got to book it. Okay, so they're booking it. Then it comes to pass. Then a couple days later, or a day later, you're sending them the proposal. They need a day or so to digest the proposal. Then they say yes, right? That's what we're going for. Then it takes a day or two for them to like get all of their paperwork, for you to get the proposal signed, for you to get access to their QuickBooks, all that stuff. All that time from, discovery call to money in the bank and access to QuickBooks, you've got time. You sometimes have a week or more. So that's where you can say, okay, let me go to the first module. You only need to ever be one step ahead, right? One step ahead of where your client is, right? And so get to where sign-in is, setting them in, signing them up. What's the first thing you have to do? All those things, right? And then you ask in the group. You ask. Don't Google anything. Just ask in the group. That's what we're here for, right? This is what you're paying for. So don't freak out. And we all do that. We all do it, right? I call it the freak out before the find out, right? We freak out and then we find out. Just know we're here, and we expect you to ask those questions. We expect you to be freaked out. That's why we're here. We are a group of new bookkeepers, right? That's what we do here. That's what we do. So I hope, Shirley and Tina, that helps. I really hope that helps. It's just like, do the next right thing. Do the next right thing.